In. Hi.
Hi, my name is Henry, and I'm with ADP.
Hi, nice to meet you, Henry.
Yeah, nice to
Please
meet you too.
Please sit down.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thanks for taking this time to meet with me. I know when I spoke with you on the phone, it seemed like you were pretty busy.
I am. You know what? It's banking. I've got a lot of balls in the air. I like to say balls, juggling balls plus the plate is spinning around. But that's good. That when we make money when we're busy, don't we?
Yeah,
So
absolutely. It's a
that's
good problem to have.
Exactly. Exactly.
So coming into the holidays, do you think does it tend to ramp up a little bit?
Actually, it tends to slow down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm in equipment leasing specifically, so it's not. And the other jobs I've had in the past, to tell you the truth, it always they seem to slow down between Thanksgiving and then we'll pick up again the first of the year. So, actually, kind of looking forward to that point, frankly.
Yeah, I get a little break.
Right.
So again, I don't think we've met before, but you've spoken before with Jerry in the past.
Yeah, no, Jerry and I had a long-standing relationship. We worked for 10 years, so I was really sorry just to hear that he'd moved on.
Yeah, and I've been talking to clients in his territory,
Right.
and I've been hearing the same thing. It sounds like a big loss for ADP.
It really is. It really is. I don't know about ADP, but it's been a loss for us in the bank. But that's what it is. Business is business. People move on to new opportunities. So I am a little concerned about how we can continue. He and I had a great relationship, and we had built a lot of trust and credibility. So interested to see what you've got to say today.
Yeah, and that's very important when it comes to
Right.
a strategic partnership.
Right.
Maybe since like you said, you're very busy.
Right.
You gave me 10 minutes to meet with
Yeah,
you.
that's great.
How about I just introduce myself for a little bit,
Sure.
and then we can kind of get into it, so
All
I
right,
can
that
let you
sounds-
get on with your day.
All right, that sounds good.
So like I said, my name's Henry Dwyer.
Right.
I've been working here at ADP for a little bit under a year.
Okay.
I've gone through their extensive training process, and I've been in the field now for probably 8 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so I've been working with clients and just trying to now establish some partnerships. Before coming to ADP, I actually worked at a warehouse management software company, and there I was able to learn a lot about the software industry and sales in the software industry.
Okay.
And so transitioning to ADP was kind of an easier one for
Oh,
me.
I see. Of course, yeah, with all the automatic data processing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, and they're both very customer centric markets, and so
Right.
is customizable features and that kind of thing. So that's
Right.
been very nice to have that background. But what I also did there, and what I'm trying to bring to ADP, is I worked very extensively on strategic partnerships.
Oh.
And so what I would do is I'd meet with hardware partners that
Mhm.
were compatible with our solutions,
Okay.
and then we would go in together and be able to pitch together. And we both saw a tremendous benefit from working together. They would give us leads, and we'd bring them in on business, existing and
Okay.
new.
Well, that's exactly what Jerry and I are working on. He understood exactly what our target market was, and so he was able to actually qualify some leads for us. So it saved me a lot of time for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
So tell me a little bit more about that ideal client.
Well, we're trying to go for the mid-sized market, so we're not interested in the lone entrepreneur. When they get a little bit bigger. So probably people a company that has maybe at least 15 employees, maybe up to as big as 300 to 400 employees. We're also not in the IBM market as either. That's sort of beyond our capability here at this local bank. But that's our sweet spot. In terms of a target market. And Jerry just had an uncanny ability to sort of ferret them out for us.
Yeah, so I've also looked on your website a little bit, and I've noticed that you work with commercial, corporate, as well as small to medium-sized businesses.
Exactly.
You personally, do you see yourself working with one more than the other?
I would say that mid-sized market, the sort of small to medium business primarily more than anything else.
And as you know, ADP also works in that same
Exactly.
market.
That's why it was a great partnership with Jerry. I really am
Yeah.
going to miss him. As I said, and he had the ability to actually go ahead and qualify. He just seemed to have that ability to find out the type of customer we were looking for.
Mhm. Tell me a little bit about that. Like, what were you satisfied with, and what could have been maybe improved on?
Well, as I said, when he gave me a lead, I knew it was worth spending time on.
Mhm.
We didn't convert every lead, but it was a lead that was going to be worth pursuing. You don't get every sale. I don't really think there was much that I didn't like. I just was really impressed with his industry knowledge. As I said, we had a lot of trust. He had a lot of credibility. I'm a little concerned. I have to tell you, he was a known quantity, and you like you said, you're very young and you're new to this, so we haven't quite got there. It's all about what you can, how you can help the bank. That's what I'm interested in.
Yeah, and I know I'm young, and but the reason why they trust me here in this position is because of my past experience
Okay.
in that software industry,
Right.
working on those strategic relationships. Um, what also is a benefit of me being young and new here is I have a lot more time and attention on my accounts.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
And
So I don't know. I think, as I said, I was really pretty pleased with them. Have you partnered with any other associates, or like accountants or lawyers or?
That's something I've actually been working towards.
Uh-huh.
I've not yet established those partners, and you're actually one of the first corporate partners that I've
Well,
found.
that's good to know.
Yeah.
Any other banks then? No.
No, not yet.
Okay.
But I would love to maybe try and move this forward a little bit. I actually have written down a few leads that are pre-qualified for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They happen to be in that same 15 to 30 employee range.
Okay.
And they're in the 15-mile radius around
Oh,
here.
okay. That's interesting. Well, that was nice of you to make that effort. Well, that's very nice of you. I'd be interested to see how they are. I'd be willing to give it a shot and pursue them on our end to see if there's a fit there. It'd be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, and I'm actually very looking forward to handing you those clients. I was actually curious, when you worked with Jerry, what kind of was the exchange?
Well, actually, I gave him referrals as well. It wasn't always one-to-one because you can't sort of generate these on a whim.
Yeah.
So we made sure that the biggest thing that we promised each other, that it was as qualified as we both could possibly know for each other's business needs. And so I definitely returned the favor and provided him referrals as well. So if these leads were to pan out and everything seems to be good, I'd be certainly willing to do the same thing.
Yeah, and I completely agree. I think quality is way better than quantity, especially in our businesses.
Right.
What else do you look for in a partner? What are some of the qualities that Jerry had that you really
Well, as I
valued?
said, very trustworthy. That was the biggest issue. He was very knowledgeable about the industry, extraordinarily professional. I expected him, when he made a referral, as I said, I expected it to have met my needs and my qualifications. And over the years, we were able to develop that trust and that understanding of each other's business needs. And obviously of the highest integrity. That's going to be the other biggest issue. That's sort of a given. It took time to develop that, and it will probably take time for us to get to know each other as well.
Yeah, and I agree, and I think trustworthy is also on the top of my list when it comes to qualities in a partner.
Right.
It's the fastest way to lose and gain a partner.
Right, that's right. That's absolutely right. So that's good to hear that you feel the same way.
Yeah. So what I've done in the past is and I understand we're both kind of a little timid. It's our first time working together as partners.
That's true.
What I've done in the past is actually just done like a little trial.
Okay.
So maybe exchange one lead or two leads
Okay.
that we both felt really confident about and both liked. And then from there, we've been able to see how that's worked out. I like to call it dipping my toe in the pool before jumping in.
Exactly, yeah. No need to jump in at the deep end. That seems very reasonable, absolutely. I'm sure I can find something here for you. I didn't know what to expect from today's meeting, so but I can sort of dig something out and get something to you. Email you something maybe later this afternoon.
Okay.
At least a name.
Yeah, and that'd be great.
Right.
Right here, I can take this page out and I can give this to you. The top two, from what you've told me, seem to be some A prospects.
Okay, great to know.
The third one maybe would be a prospect, but I still think they could use some of your financial
Oh, okay.
guidance.
Well, that's great to know.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. So, if you're willing to share that with me, I definitely will make sure that I get you at least one name this afternoon.
Oh, well, I would really appreciate that.
That's
Here's
fine.
my business card so we can stay in
That
contact.
sounds great.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
hope I kept it under that 10 minutes.
Oh,
I know you got a lot
absolutely.
going on
No,
today.
that works out. Yeah, well, we've got to start somewhere. So
Yeah.
I really do appreciate the time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to staying in
All right,
contact with you.
thanks so much.
Yeah,
Appreciate
take care
it.
of
Thanks a
yourself.
lot. Take care.